All right, welcome back to Lucky 441 podcast. I'm here with Andrew. Excited, we're going to be having some nice topics today.
Yep.
Nice to have you. I wanted to kick it off with a couple questions I had for you, Andrew. And it's a topic we never discussed before, but I wanted to ask you live now on the camera. It's got you on surprise, huh?
Yeah.
So the question was, a few years ago, I was following your store, and a lot of dealers around you, they were, taking advantage of COVID. COVID happened, and we all read, dealers were, there was no inventory, and the margins were really big. But then I look at the footprints of the store, something different happened at your store.
Yeah, so back in 2018 when we bought the store, we saw that there was some opportunities for some explosive growth in the store. The community was growing, so we first wanted to get back to the community. Then we wanted to reinvest in the store. As we started selling more and more vehicles, we decided to go from 36,000 square foot to about 90,000 square foot.
Wow.
The biggest advantage with that is we went from 25 bays to 55 bays. The reason for that is we want to make sure that our customers get in and out. We're a very customer-focused dealership. We want to have the customers in, we want to have the customers out. We want to have just a good experience for the customers, make it nice and easy on them, so that way they have a place to come and it's easy for them.
That's very amazing. 55 bays, you go to some big stores in the metro areas and they don't have 55 bays. Yeah. That's a big investment.
Yeah, some of the reasons for that is, like I said, when we purchased the store, we were doing about 150 new and used. Now we're doing 450 to 500. And so as we sell more vehicles, we have to make sure that we're taking care of that customer. So reinvesting in the customer shows so much to not only the customers, but to the staff as well. When we make those investments, it just means the world to our staff. It gives them zero excuses. They have a world-class facility to come in. We have every toolbox needed for every technician. We have the big fans in the shop. It's an air-conditioned shop. We've got an air-conditioned service drive for the customers and the technicians. So it's really just focused around the customer and very customer-centric.
That's very, very nice. And I remember since day one I walked into this dealership, all I hear and everything I read is it's all about the customer experience. The conversation is never about the bottom line or the dollar value. It's all about we take care of the customer first, and then the money will take care of itself. And you know what? It's one of the best facilities out there. It's a beautiful dealership, 2 stories, and I commend you on that. That's a really, really outstanding job. Talk to me about the cultures of the staff.
So when we first got here, we took over the store. It didn't have the best culture in it, so that was one of the most important things for me, is to take care of the staff. Because if you take care of the staff, they're happy to come to work day in and day out. Then they're going to produce for the customers. They're going to be happy when they see an upset customer. They're going to address that customer. They're going to have a conversation with them. If they see a customer with a scowl on their face, because we have a lot of customers, we can't make everybody happy. But everybody in the store focuses on that customer and focuses on the individuality of that customer. That way they get in and out, nice and simple, and make it easy.
Very nice. I was in one of the sales meetings, and I remember the whole training was about taking care of the customer, getting ready for the appointments for the next day, for sales, for service. We're staffed properly for the following business, and it just shows me a lot of good structure, and putting that customer first. I honestly, first, I didn't believe it. I thought it was just not as structured as it's going to be. I thought it's just a 1-day, 2-day thing, but I feel it. The culture is all about taking care of the customer. How do you grow the staff? How do you get management? You always promote from within and grow your staff?
Yeah, so one of the things with me in this auto industry, I absolutely love it. I started selling Toyotas when I was 21 years old.
Okay.
I kind of worked my way up into management. We bought the store in 2018. So the way I grew in this business is the same way I want to give everybody in the dealership the opportunity to grow. So as we grow, almost every single one of our managers in the store is internally grown. The reason for that is we invest in our staff, they invest back in us, it creates that culture, and then as we grow the team, we bring more and more sales associates, more and more service advisors, more and more technicians, and then they see the message that everybody around them was promoted from within. The reason we do that, again, is just the culture. Everybody enjoys it, and I get to say thank you to every employee by growing them internally, and that's just what my passion is in this business.
Yeah, I remember we had a cookout, 2 weeks ago, and you were out there cooking out for all of them. It was a really great day, and you're like the local hero for these guys, man. They look up to you. You're the story they want to write for themselves. They tell their family about you and how you made it, and they look up to you. That's an amazing story.
Yeah, we try to have fun. Anytime we break a record in sales or service, all centered around customer satisfaction. Anytime we break that record, I always cook out for the team, whether it's steaks, chicken, burgers, hot dog, whatever anybody wants is what we cook out. We do that. We have family fun nights at water parks. We have, softball tournaments, sales first service. That all those small things are giant holiday party that we have every year, and we do those investments because we want to have the culture in the store. So by giving back to the staff, they give back to us in the long run.
Very nice. I'll tell you a few other things about the store that I really liked. And when you and I spoke first, you told me about your commitment to the customer in your inventory, your used car inventory. You wanted to make sure that every used car at your store passed inspection, that the customer is going to buy a car, have that peace of mind, and you want people, when they have that Southern 441 logo on their car, to know that they're driving a quality vehicle. That goes a long way.
So, like I said, I started selling cars when I was 21. I always sold new cars because anytime I sold a used car, there were issues with it. So when I had an opportunity to get into management and then grow into ownership, I don't want to have to apologize for any of my cars, whether it's new or pre-owned. I want to make sure that it's out there, it's standing tall. It's going to have a lifetime warranty on almost every single pre-owned car we have, as long as it's got under 100,000 miles on it. It's going to have a lifetime warranty. The reason we do that lifetime warranty is because we want to have lifetime customers. It just makes it easy. Again, we take care of the customer takes care of us. It's a revolving door when the customers are happy. They come back in the dealership, they leave the dealership happy, they come back in. And then it's like they're coming into a family, and it's not like going to the dentist or going to a dealership like nobody likes to do. So we try to change that culture and that experience.
I like that. And nothing gives a customer more peace of mind than a lifetime warranty, and that they know they're getting a quality vehicle. And another thing is, you told me my door is always open for customers. I mean, your office is literally in front of the entrance of the dealership with an open door, so a customer can walk in straight to your office and talk to you if they have any issues, right?
Yeah, so it's extremely important to me that, like I say, if I'm creating that culture, that the staff sees that I'm willing to do whatever. So if I need to talk to a customer, it's no problem. If there's an upset customer, they see the leadership by example with me. If I see trash on the ground, I pick it up. I see you as a GM doing the exact same thing. You're talking to everybody, bringing them into your office, growing the staff, and when we invest and pour ourselves into our staff, we just continue to grow better and better staff, which creates better and better culture, which just creates a better dealership.
Yeah, I like that a lot. So tell me, what's next? What's in the future for the building? I know you're doing some more remodeling. You're doing more stuff. I see you calling contractors all the time.
Yeah, so we've got a number of projects going on, from awnings going up in the back, just to keep it cooler for the
Technicians?
Not for the technicians, but for the cleaning staff, for the detail crew in the back. So we're putting awnings on the dealership. We've got big plans coming in for Christmas. We've got for the holidays.
Right.
We've got
special decoration for Christmas. I'm looking forward to that.
Special decoration. We just ripped out the parts department. We're adding a second counter for that, so we can help out our customers a little bit better, because as I walk through, I see a line of 2 to 3 customers on a Friday afternoon or a Saturday. I want to eliminate all the bottlenecks in the dealership, so that way the customer experience, they get in and out as quick as possible. That's why we have the additional bays. That's why we have the additional staff, and the staff is knowledgeable. You spoke about COVID before. One of the things that we really did during COVID is we doubled down on our staff, and we made sure we trained our staff. So that way, whenever COVID, the limited availability of vehicles has gone away like it has now, then we have the top staff that knows how to answer the questions, that knows how to take care of the customers. That way, that revolving door keeps that customer coming back and happy.
Very nice. And in our last transformation, in the last few months, you double down on social media, and you're, hiring. I mean, you hired a TikToker, and then Alex. I mean, I love that about this dealership. I mean, you could walk in and there's somebody to cater to everybody's needs. That's very, very important. I'm enjoying that.
Yeah. So as I'm a very young soul, or a very old soul. I'm 42 years old, but I'm a very old soul. I don't know how to use TikTok. I'm learning. I don't know how to use Instagram. I'm learning. I know how to use Facebook, like most of the older generation. So that's kind of what I'm on, and I'm learning how to do it. I see the evolution of the car business, right? So when I first started selling cars in 2006, the internet was brand new. Everybody thought the internet was going to take down the car business. But one thing that the car business always is a people business. However, if there's a way where a customer wants to transact online, it's important that we give that freedom to the customer.
Absolutely.
And if the customer wants to look at cars online, or they want to pull credit online, or they want to work the entire deal online, that's something we're happy to do, because people in our business sometimes forget that if a customer calls and wants a price, they just need to get it. It's real simple. A customer comes here to buy a car, or sends in a lead to buy a car, and we come here to sell a car. It should be a very easy transaction. As long as we make it easy for the customers, there's that revolving door again. They keep coming back. We make it easy. It's not about the money. It's about how we take care of our customers and our employees.
I agree. And what happened the other day? Didn't we have a customer that was trying to buy a car using AI, and you were like, we need to train it on AI. We need to be able to accommodate customers if they're going to use AI, right?
So as the customers look at AI to buy vehicles, it's important that we cover ourselves on every ground, to where if a customer wants to ask how to get transactional data online through AI, we're working on different platforms on how to get that information to the customer. So that way, if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and the customer wants the information, they should be able to get the information. And this generation, with all the technology, it's not all perfect, but as we work through the things, it's going to make it better and stronger. And the way it produces and grows, it's insane the way it grows every week, every month, every year.
And we're adapting, we're accommodating these customers.
Yeah, look at us, we're doing a podcast.
Right, that's right, we're doing a podcast. And 2 weeks ago, we had a car meet here. We had a Toyota Supra car meet.
Sunday.
Yeah, it was really fun. We posted some pictures and videos. It was amazing. And we got something planned again for next month, and a Halloween party. And it's
we're having our mutt rescue at the wash on this
Sunday,
Saturday, or this Sunday.
Yeah.
So this Sunday it should be fun. Dog Halloween costume contest. We're giving away TVs, a bunch of prizes, free oil changes, all sorts of stuff.
I love this. It's not just your typical car dealership where you have managers, sales associates just trying to sell a car, make a car deal. No, it's a community here. It's a family environment. You come in, you feel that nice vibe.
What happens when you walk into your family's house for Thanksgiving? It feels warm, it feels loving. We're probably not going to get to that level, but we can try. we can try to get to that level.
With that, thank you, Andrew. Till next time, or Lucky 441 podcast.
Thank you.